about measuring your feel-good foundations. This is the process laid out in the book Feel Good Foundations by me. The details to buy the book are in the comments, and if you have already bought the book and you've come here to have me talk you through this process, thank you so much for buying the book. I really appreciate it. I hope you've enjoyed it. Looking forward to going through this with you. So this is the process. We measure our self-care, joy, energy and self-love using our heart. We don't think about it, we don't use our brain, we use our heart. So let me talk you through it. Foundation 1, self-care. Place your hand over your heart or the center of your chest and take a couple of deep breaths into your heart. When you're connected to your heart, feeling calm, attention focused on your heart, ask your heart, how cared for do I feel right now by myself on a scale of 1 to 10, where 1 is I don't, and 10 is I take excellent care of myself. Let your heart answer. And you can have fractions. Sometimes it might be more than a 5, but not quite a 6. So feel free to have 5 1/4, 5 1/2, 5 3/4. Just let your heart give you the answer. If you need more time, pause the video now. If you've got a number, let's move on to joy. Place your hand over your heart or the center of your chest and take a couple of deep breaths into your heart. When you're connected to your heart, feeling calm, attention focused on your heart, ask your heart, how much am I enjoying life right now on a scale of 1 to 10, where 1 is I'm not and 10 is I love my life. Let your heart answer. If you need more time for this one, please pause the video now. Foundation 3, energy. Again, place your hand over your heart or the center of your chest and take a couple of deep breaths into your heart. When you're connected to your heart, feeling calm, attention focused on your heart, ask your heart, how energized do I feel right now on a scale of 1 to 10, where 1 is I could lay face down on the floor and stay there, and 10 is I'm like, Tigger, bounce, 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 bounce. Let your heart answer. And if you feel like you need more time, pause the video now. Last one, self-love. Place your hand over your heart or the center of your chest. Take a couple of deep breaths into your heart. When you're connected to your heart, feeling calm, attention focused on your heart, ask your heart, how loved do I feel by myself right now on a scale of 1 to 10, where 1 is not at all, and 10 is I love, cherish, adore, and treasure myself. Let your heart answer. And if you need more time, pause the video now. So hopefully you got all 4 numbers, and all is well, and you know exactly what they are, and pop them in the comments and let me know. But there might be a few issues, and these are the things that get in the way. And just to say, I've never met anyone who can't do this. Every single client of mine has been able to do this. A lot of them have also had difficulty just getting into their heart, and it's usually one of these things. Number one, you're not giving yourself time to let the answer bubble up. Unlike our brain, which will jump in straight away with an answer, it's like, oh, yeah, I know. Your heart will take a beat and then answer. And if you're not used to connecting with your heart regularly and asking questions like this, it can take time. I've been doing this process for nearly 20 years, and still sometimes it takes me a little while to get the answer from my heart. So give yourself time. It doesn't take 15 minutes, but give yourself more than 4 seconds. If the answer doesn't come up straight away, just give yourself a few breaths. Keep your attention on your heart. Have patience. When I do this with clients for the first time, so often they'll go, I think it's a 7. And I'm like, okay, do you want to give your heart more than half a second to answer? It happens all the time because we want to, life is busy and quick and we want to answer right away. But give yourself a moment, give yourself a beat, let your heart answer. Take the time. You just need to find the right frequency for your heart. That's it. And what can often happen is that your thoughts leap in and shout down the number. So your heart tends to be like a quiet, firm, lovely voice. But your thoughts are going, and underneath all that, there was a 3. But you couldn't hear it because your thoughts were, So if you find that happening, breathe back into your heart. Thank your brain. Thank you, brain. I'm asking my heart. Thank you, brain. I'm asking my heart. Your heart only needs a minute, a second or 2 of peace from the brain to give you an answer. But for most of us, because our thoughts are the authority we most listen to, our brain is like, oh, I know. Ask me. But there's a distinct difference between the two. So if you find that you're asking the question, how cared for do I feel? And it comes up, it's a 7. Clearly it's a 7. You had a massage just last year, and you had a kale smoothie last week, and you forced yourself to the gym just yesterday. If you've got justification, that's a sign. It's coming from your thoughts, not your heart, because your heart isn't interested in justifying the number. It'll just tell you what the number is. It's not interested in telling you why it's that number. It's just 2. That's it. So that's why I say every time, breathe into your heart. Take your attention away from your brain, down into your heart. And if you notice your thoughts are doing that, breathe, take your attention down into your heart, tell your thoughts to pipe down, and give your heart the time to be heard. Another issue is you might not trust that you're hearing your heart. Now, what I just said is a big clue to whether you're hearing your heart or not. If there's a lot of chatter, if you say, I think it's a 6, there's another clue. It's not about thinking. Your heart will just give you the number. Okay? But also what I want to say about this is we're just trying to get a number. We're just trying to get a measurement of where you're at now. This number will change tomorrow. So it's really not a big deal. So if you're not 100% sure you're hearing your heart, you think you are, but you're not 100% sure, but the number feels right, go with it. Go with that. It's fine. And just keep practicing. Over time, you will start to recognize the voice of your heart. You will start to recognize, oh no, that's my thoughts. No. And you'll kind of know this. I've had this situation with clients a lot where they spend 15 minutes telling me how exhausted they are, and then we go, okay, let's check your energy, and they go, oh, it's an 8, and I'm like, no. No, it isn't. Back to your heart. And it's a 3. So you kind of know yourself. If you think, hang on, I'm absolutely exhausted, and yet my energy is an 8. I don't think so. That's a sign that you're getting from there, not from here. Another thing that can get in the way is that you don't like the number, so you keep trying. And I love it when this happens, because that would be like getting into your car, seeing that the fuel gauge is on red, and deciding, no, I don't like it being on red. I am going to pretend that it's full. Why would you do that? And it's the same with your self-care, your energy, your joy, and your self-love. This is just about how you're doing in that area in this moment. It's not about your competence as a human. It's not about how good you are at life. It's just, where am I at with my self-care right now? I've been working on this stuff for years. I've written a book about it. I've been going on about self-care for decades. And yet, last week I had really bad PMT. My self-care, joy, energy, and self-love were all in my boots, all of them. It means nothing about me as a human. It just means, yes, okay. My self-care, joy, energy, self-love needs some work. That's it. It's no cause for self-flagellation. It's no cause for judgment. It's just a moment in time. Yeah, it's nice when you go in and you go, oh, they're all 8s. That's lovely. Awesome. But if there are 2, there are 2. That's just how it is. Same as when you get in your car. If the tank is empty, the tank is empty. There's no point slapping a happy face sticker on it. That's not going to work. And the last thing that might get in the way is that this particular measurement system doesn't work for you. So I've been working with clients for nearly 20 years with these foundations, and almost all of them get on with the 1 to 10 system. Almost. But there's some people it just doesn't work for. I love a 1 to 10 measurement, especially when I add fractions in to make it even more nuanced. I love that. But it doesn't work for everybody. So if it's not working for you, and I would try it a few times, because sometimes we find things difficult because they're new. It's just new. So try it a few times. And if you think, actually, this really isn't working, let me try something else. You could try going lower. But thanks to Sarah for this one, because the heart measurement didn't really work for her. So she went down into her gut. And she was like, what's my gut feeling on this? And that really worked. And again, your gut will just give you, your brain might be trying to say, oh yes, well, your joy is a 9.5 because you laughed only last February. But your gut will go, it's a 2. Your gut will tell you. So if the heart thing isn't working for you, go lower, go into your gut. You could also try a different number scale. You could use very bad, okay, good, very good. I don't like that one because it implies judgment, so I wouldn't use that one. But if it works for you, it works for you. You could also try thinking of an actual fuel gauge. Like if this was the fuel gauge on your car, where would it be? Would it be 1/4 tank? Would it be 3/4 tank? If it was a phone battery, where would it be? Would you be on 10% or 90%? Sometimes these are just easier for your brain to grasp. If this measurement system isn't working for you, try a different one and see how that goes. Okay, so that is it for this video. Thank you so much for being here and for watching this video. Please put your numbers in the comments and let me know how you're doing today. Let me know how you feel about those. Don't judge them, but just how you feel about them. Like when my foundations were all really low last week when I had PMT, I didn't feel good about them. I was, oh no, I teach this stuff. That's not good. So don't judge it, but you're allowed to have opinions about it and thoughts about it. Also, if you have any questions about the process or about the book, pop them in the comments below and I will reply as soon as I see them. Thank you so much for watching. Take really good care. Bye.